B'siyata d'shmaya, we continue the Mussar shows yesterday. Basically, the Agdoma that a person doesn't want to be boxed in. He doesn't want to be boxed. Don't tell me what to do. I cannot, don't tell me what to do. Especially the society tell you what to do. People tell you what to do. You mean a person when Hashem what to do, no one. You know who I am. You know I'm created from. You know my situation. To box me and to tell me what to do, a person doesn't want that. If you look in the Torah, you see so many times, Kasher Tziva Hashem et Moshe. You see clearly, Kasher Tziva Hashem et Moshe. So you see clearly that what? That Hashem basically, Moshe Rabbeinu listened to Hashem. Aaron, take a paper. Aaron. Today, basically, we have to understand the deepness of a person. He has to learn about himself. To know that he has plus and minus, and know, basically, that even for everybody is allowed, but for him, it's not good. And you cannot tell him the Torah says not good. So you look at the Torah says allowed. See, this is the situation. You have things the Torah is allowed. There's no problem at all. But for you, it's not good. It's called. I give one of the good examples now. Time. You know what's timing? A person has 1 hour time. 1 hour. I give you 1 hour gift. 2 hours gift. So a person knows 1 hour, 2 hours what to do with his time. But if I give you a day gift, also you know what to do. I give you a week. If I give you a couple months time, you know, basically a person starts to get to think about his mind. It's when he loses himself. He doesn't know who I am and what I am. So basically is, by definition, because of this problem, that a person cannot be boxed, and you don't tell me what to do. So a person doesn't want really to commit himself to nothing. So not committing is also committing. A person doesn't commit himself, he basically is committing not to commit himself. Because he wants to be free. He doesn't want to be telling what to do. So even if you don't commit yourself, it's also committing yourself. You commit yourself not to commit yourself. And by reality is you come to be boxed by people, yourself, other things. There's no way out. There's no way out. We have one king. One king, you have to give him respect. You have one king, you have to give respect. Who is that king? Your mind. You have to listen to the advice of your mind. The mind tells you controlling yourself. The mind tells you this is good, this is not good. Even if everybody is good, for you it's not good. You don't do that. If everybody does it, it doesn't mean you have to do it. Because you're unique, you're special. Hashem made you special that no one is like you. You cannot sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself cheap. You're not cheap and you're not short. You have to know that you are someone that Hashem created you as no one like no one will be like you. But what is the problem? This is a very serious and deep problem in the person. The Torah says is allowed. The Torah says is allowed. I'm not talking things the Torah says you cannot do. It's simple. The Torah says you cannot do. The Torah says is allowed, and the Rabbi says is allowed. There's no place in the Torah says you cannot do it. But for you, it's not good. Again, the Torah and the rabbis don't say it's not allowed. It doesn't say. But for you, personally, it's not good to do it. If you do it, it will cause you one thing, another thing, another thing, another thing, and then you lose the focus of life. You lose the focus what Hashem created in this world. You don't do be the fulfilled 100% energy, 100% strength, 100% powerful to do what you really have to do. You're not there 100%. You're only there 80%, 50%, 70%, 20%. You're not there because you do little things that you don't really need. It's not a problem to do it. What is the problem? It's not allowed. It says the Torah you cannot do it. No. But if you do it, it will cause you won't be who you are 100%. If you're not yourself 100%, you're not a king of yourself. There's only one king, your mind and yourself. And you have to use your mind logically and know what is good for you and what is bad for you. What is good and bad. What is good, you have to strength, and what is bad, you have to be careful from it. And make yourself boundings to yourself. And it divides in every part in the world. A person has bad habits. They has to be very careful from them. And you have things that he could cause himself bad habits. Even when he's young, he has no bad habits. But he can be older. You have problems when you're young. And you have problems when you're middle age. And you get old age. Every stage of life is a different problem. A different situation of problems. The war is a front and the back and the right and the left. Up and down. All sides is a war. You have to understand how to fight the war. You have to use your mind. You have to plan yourself against the enemy that you have in you. It's called the Yetzer Hara. And that enemy in you, you have to fight him. So for you, it's dangerous. For you, it's dangerous. What is the problem? For you, it's dangerous. For some people, it's not. But you, because you know yourself, you could cause to be something not yourself. So basically you basically is with causing, if you're not careful, you're able to fall down. You're not a monkey. You're not a monkey. You're not, I don't want you to be like him, and like him, and like him. Like this religious person, and that religious person, this rabbi, and that rabbi. I want you to be yourself, what Hashem created you, with your neshama and your goof. Be yourself, but really be yourself. Not be yourself and run after your taivas. It's not yourself. It's that guy in the yeshiva wanted to say, listen, I want to go to be myself. So what happened, he went in the yeshiva and he went into kibbutz. And they come to my father, says, listen, I've been to kibbutz. So then after, he comes back after a couple of months, he says, what are you doing in the kibbutz? I worked there for 18 hours, from the morning to the night, and night also. So I work with the tractor working. I said, myself. I said, well, yourself? You're a slave of 12, 4, it's 18 hours you're working. You're not a self at all. You're running away from yourself. You don't understand what I'm saying? No, a person thinks as himself. He's not himself. He's not himself. He's running. He wants to be free from learning. He wants to be free from Torah. So he's running there to be free, and he's doing that in the end. He's a slave of the tractor, the slave of the things, slave of the society. And then he becomes a slave after a couple of months and everything, he's a slave. He cannot do nothing but only what they tell him to do. A guy goes to work the same way. He's a slave of the boss. He thinks he's free. He's not a free. He's a slave of the boss. But not there's a visit to the kuda. They get to the kuda. Then the kuda is, David, you have a paper, David? A person has to be unique. Hashem made you this good quality and this weak. No one is balanced. No one in the world is balanced. Everybody has some good qualities and some weak qualities. Everyone. So you have to know by definition how to be careful from the weakness, develop your weakness, and the good parts developing much stronger in you. So you have to know yourself and really to know how to make yourself your rules. Don't put on yourself shoes that is not your shoes. If you have a shoe that's too big on you, you cannot walk. And if you have a shoe too small, you cannot walk. You have to put the right shoe on yourself. The right shoe. The right who you are. Hashem made you your mind to recognize and learn Musa to know basically is make your bodies what the good qualities, to know how to be careful from the other things. If you don't make yourself rules and regulation to yourself, so you're the most dangerous animal that exists in the world. If I look at you, I'm afraid you're murder. Again, if a person doesn't make boundings on himself, I'm afraid he could be murder. Is a murder. He's not a murder now, but he could be a murder. Because every person and himself has 30,000 types of animals in him. Chazal tells us. 30,000 types of animals in him. 30,000 minei chayos every person has. Chazal. Everyone has in him 30 types of animals in him. A shor, and a bo, and a shor, a chamor, a lion, a bear, other things in you. Chazal. It's a malvi, Chazal. I will take you about later. So what is the point? And if you don't take it yourself, you have in you a snake in you. And you have a bear in you, a lion in you. You have all these qualities in you, animals. And if you're not careful, you're able to hurt people. One second. Hello? אני צריך גם שוקן או לא? צריך גם שוקן או לא? בסדר, אני מתחשב, מתי אתה רוצה שאני אצא? רגע, תסכימים? בסדר. I tell you like this. I have a bris now. I have a bris on my grandson now. I have to go, so I have to stop at these after leave now. The kids will continue. We'll continue. I continue the bris. Bezat Hashem. Bezat Hashem. B'siyata d'ishmai. We'll continue tomorrow with the same piece. Bezat Hashem. All this Akdoma. Bezat Hashem. B'siyata d'ishmai.
Where's the Chazal?
אתה בעל ויהי בנפש חיו. נמשיך מחר. מנחה. 38. זה